What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year's, first and foremost. Thank you for joining me. New season, 2025. Started off kind of crazy already, but I do want to talk about certain topics because there was a lot that was going on last year. So, especially towards the ending of last year, and it's still going on, by the way. So, I got my little booklet here, and I'm gonna go down the list of topics that I want to address and talk about. So here we go. Hey, topic number one that I have in my list, man. I wanted to talk about the orbs that we've been seeing on the East Coast, especially around Jersey. And my opinion, this is obviously for entertainment purposes. Nothing is facts. This is just my opinion, my observation of things that are going on around the world. So don't come for me saying that I told you. Do your own research. You know what I mean? So my opinion about the orbs on the East Coast that people are seeing coming out the water, coming out the ocean, and I believe there's like two things or maybe even three things happening when it comes to that situation. I think that there are those drones that people are seeing. I believe they're not aliens. I believe that they're not spaceships. I think that they're our technology. And what I mean by our technology, I think that those that those drones are, how can I put it? They're from the US. They're from our government. I also believe that there's foreign technology that's involved in the mixing of, the drones. I also think that what are they looking for are these things called plasmoids. And I read a little bit on it. I'm gonna put it, the description of what is a plasmoid somewhere over here. You'll see it. So I honestly think that they're looking for something that escaped maybe from a lab, maybe an experiment. We all know that CERN, but that's more into like really, really conspiracy stuff. That CERN, the kaleidoscope, opening portals. We also have the quantum chip that Google just started up, solved a problem that, a supercomputer wouldn't be able to solve in who knows, it's like in a lifetime or not a lifetime. I forgot the exact time that they said it would take a supercomputer to solve this problem. With the new chip that Google created, this quantum chip, using a quantum computer, they basically were able to solve it in 5 minutes, something that would take eons. And so that right there alone, it's kind of creepy. That technology alone with the quantum physics, with the quantum computing, I've known about this for at least 10 years, about quantum computers, and I've been keeping an eye on the development of, the research and the technology that they're building on it, and it's bananas, bro. It's crazy, So we're there. We're at the cusp right now of opening Pandora's box when it comes to technology. This whole idea of opening portals in video games and in comic books and like all this fantasy stuff that we used to see on TV, these things are starting to become reality. And to be honest with you guys, they always give it to us as fantasy in the beginning. They always give us these ideas. I always say, whatever you see on TV, whatever you see on sci-fi, whatever you see on that you think is impossible, definitely not impossible. Definitely they either tried it and failed or are still trying to make those things happen in real life, So With that being said, going back to the drones on the East Coast, I do believe these drones are man-made, but I do believe that they're chasing something, I guess you could say something paranormal, because it's not normal. I think that's the orbs. The orbs and the drones are two different things, and I just think that they're looking for these plasmoids. Maybe they're coming from the ocean. Maybe those are the drones that people are calling them drones, which is weird to me as well, because it's an unknown, it's a UAP, you know, because we don't know what it is. They can't, you know, like I was saying here, the Pentagon says that they don't know what they are, but they're not a threat, you know, so it's kind of confusing. How do you know it's not a threat if you don't know what it is and you don't know the intentions of it, and it's flying in our airspace with no authority? So basically, those drones that are being flown, they don't care about laws and authority. They're going past that, and I find it very hard to believe that our government doesn't know what it is. I think they know what it is, but they don't want to tell us because of the plasmoids. They don't want to tell us because they don't know what those orbs are, or maybe they have an idea of what it is, but it's just so out there that they don't want to tell us, the people, like, yeah, we kind of know what it is, but we don't know exactly what it is, because it sounds stupid, you know what I mean? If you don't have all your facts put together and you don't have answers for people, might as well just say we don't know what it is, you know, until you could say for real, like, hey, this is exactly what it is, you know. So that's my opinion on the orbs and the drones. I don't know, man. It's pretty exciting and scary at the same time. Correlation, right, to that topic, we also had whistleblowers from the government that they had a Congress meeting or whatever, and they spoke about that potentially the UAPs are coming from the ocean, that aliens or whatever you want to call them, they are not in space, that they are deep in our oceans. So when I hear that, I hear like, yeah, it makes sense. You know, my father told me a story a long time ago. We were talking about, you know, aliens and shit, and he was telling me that when he was a kid, he saw like a ship coming out the water, and it fucking went up to it lifted up in the air, and it just shot off, and it lit up the sky. He told me he'd never forget it, that he believes, and this was way back, maybe like 10 years ago, or maybe a little bit more, that he told me that story, and that happened to him when he was a kid. So he always believed that these aliens are in our ocean. He always believed that they're in the water. And he also believed that whatever space is it correlates with the water. Some type of connection. And then you look at, if you think about it, it makes sense, because if you look at the astronaut suits, they look like suits when you go deep diving underwater. You know, where do the astronauts practice? They practice in water, you know, they practice in ocean because of the pressure. So like, I feel like there's like a relationship between the water in our planet and the waters, I wouldn't dare say the water in space. I mean, water has different forms, you know what I mean? So there's no facts on this. This is just me like I guess using my imagination a little bit and common sense, that I feel like the ocean and some way, somehow, outer space, their water and outer space has like a relationship that I don't know what exactly like it is, but there's something there, So yeah, they said that they come from the ocean. I believe it. You feel me? Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I'm gonna put some facts, on the screen as I talk to you guys, because I'm kind of like rapid fire right now, but let you guys know that I did do my research and all that, and I will put like articles, facts, and reports that I seen online, that I seen on Google and things like that, so you guys can follow up and do your own research and come up with your own conclusions as well, because that's what we're about over here at Thinking Out Loud. We don't discriminate, we don't judge, you feel me? And it's a free space for me to interact with you guys and for you guys to interact back with me, and let's just have a cool discussion. And I respect your opinion, I respect whatever your opinion is. I respect it. Some people believe, like people that are very religious, they don't believe in extraterrestrials. They believe that those are fallen angels and that they're all demons. Now, I do believe that some are demons. You know what I mean? Some of these things are demons, but I don't know, man. Just categorizing, that's like saying all humans are bad and all humans are evil. That's not necessarily true. You got some beautiful people out here that are doing beautiful things for the earth, beautiful things for animals and people and other people, humanitarians, So that's like kind of categorizing one species to all of them, So I don't believe that. I don't believe all of them are demons. I believe some of them are, I do believe some of them are negative. They come from a negative realm, a dark realm, and so. Another thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to this topic of paranormal, aliens, UFOs, all that. They were reporting on the East Coast, people in their vehicles tuning into like some weird frequencies and weird voices coming out of the speakers in their car. Now, if you go back to January 3rd or between January 3rd and 5th, I posted up on my TikTok, which I might post it up on YouTube, because it correlates with everything, right? On January 3rd of 2024, this was way before these drones started popping up and people started reporting this. Me and my girl were driving over here in Vegas, and we got the weirdest frequency that took over our radio station, and we started listening to me, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real, I don't know what hell sounds like, but it sounded like we tuned into hell, because it sounded like howls from people falling. It sounded very, very demonic, and the voice that was coming through my radio station, through the speaker, it was like alien, demonic, dark, very weird. I actually, we were driving for like 5 minutes. We were listening to this, maybe not 5, but like, I don't know, maybe. It was like between 5 and 4 minutes that we were driving, and this frequency took over 100.5 we were listening to over here in Las Vegas on January 3rd, I believe. It was around 1 a.m., and so yeah, we've been hearing stuff like that. So now that I hear people, saying that they're hearing that frequency, it makes me think of the time that it happened to me, which was almost a year before that. So y'all could go check that out. I'm actually gonna put that video up on my YouTube so I could, maybe get some information. And if anybody could decode what I recorded on the radio, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's try to decode it. I kind of don't want to mess with it just because maybe I don't want to find out what it was. Maybe I don't want to know what it is. I kind of just wanted to leave it alone. But now that it's popping up on other people's frequency, on other people's radios, maybe I should, get somebody to like speed it up and see what they're talking about. Okay, so moving on to the next topic, right? That correlates with this as well. The Pentagon. The Pentagon is like outlaws. The Pentagon, in my opinion, they don't answer to nobody. They've been audited 7 times. 7 times they have failed. Where is all this missing money? There's so much money that's missing, trillions, billions, and they don't report. They don't. It's almost like they could do whatever they want, And I think that's bullshit. I think that honestly, like everybody should be able. Everybody needs to follow certain guidelines and rules. Nobody should be above the law. But it seems like the Pentagon is above the law. They do what they want when they want. So, they asked the Pentagon about this UAPs flying over the East Coast. They're saying that people are seeing things and that they shouldn't even worry about it. So let's see what happens now that Trump goes into office, I believe on the 19th. Let's see if his administration gives the people some answers. And quite frankly, I think the Biden administration is basically waiting, you know what I mean? They're not even trying to figure things out right now. They're just like, yo, we're packing our bags, we're like, basically we're moving. They kicked us out, you know what I'm saying? We're just getting all our stuff together. Let the next tenant deal with all this crazy shit. We out of here, That's how I feel, they approaching the situation. So maybe we get some answers with the Trump administration, So now going into the new year, that was last year. Going into the new year, right? We got the year started off crazy, We got a Cybertruck that blew up in front of over here in Las Vegas. I live out here in Vegas. Over here in Vegas in front of Trump's tower, you know what I mean? Damn, bro, that's crazy to me. Like, I don't understand. Hold on, let me get this going. Boom. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That's I haven't done all my research on it, but there was an attack in New Orleans as well with a truck, that hit a bunch of people, I believe killed some people as well. I'm not exactly sure on that. But they're saying that those two events might be tied in with each other. The guy that rented the Cybertruck might have been tied in with something with drones and working on the technology. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna do more research on that on these two topics because it's brand new. But by the time this video comes out, we're definitely gonna have reports on it, on the screen, that will elaborate a little more on that situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So who knows, man? I just want to say, everybody, man, keep your eyes open when you're out in public. Keep your eyes open to like just weird situations. You know what I mean? Stay alert. If you're gonna go to like places like just anywhere, bro, like like public places like New York, the Empire, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like if you go to a place like the Sphere or like places that a lot of tourism, anywhere really, but keep your eyes, just be aware, man, just be aware, because it's a lot going on right now, So moving on, from all this darkness and all this craziness, let's get into something a little bit brighter, a little bit lighter. Some good, cool news. All right, new season of Castlevania. Who's a fan of Castlevania? I'm a huge fan of Castlevania. I want to see more hype on this. You know what I'm saying? Castlevania is. I love that. I love the games and the series that I've been watching on Netflix. Every season, to me, in my opinion, it's been really dope. Super, super dope. And I'm very excited for Nocturne, Castlevania Nocturne Season 2. Let this not be the last season because I want to see more stories, different timelines, and different Belmonts, you know what I mean? So I'm excited for it. Check out the trailer. I think it comes out on January 16. Everybody needs to tune in. And let's make sure that show does not get canceled due to the lack of views. Another thing I want to talk about is Atari. Now, recently I seen that Atari is making a new handheld system. Now, I'm a big fan of the Switch. I love the Switch. It got all the old school games that I grew up with for the most part. So I love playing the Switch. Just recently they added the Batman trilogy, so I had to get that. So I'm just a big fan of it, man. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Atari get back in competition, and I definitely want to know what they got going on. I'll probably put up the little quick commercial that they gave people announcing, their return into the gaming consoles handheld. So, one more that I want to talk about is Wolverine. Apparently, we're getting a 2025 video game, Wolverine. Are you guys excited? I am. I'm a big fan of X-Men. I'm a big fan of Wolverine. I think he's a little overrated, to be honest with you. I think there's other characters that deserve much love, like Gambit. Gambit to me is like a super dope. Like, he's ill. He's my favorite from the X-Men animated series. Wolverine is Gambit, Cyclops, Colossus. Who else I really like out of the X-Men? Storm. Come on, you gotta have Storm in there. So I just can't wait. Can't wait, man. I hope Wolverine, the video game, involves the other characters that are in X-Men. It is not just him alone. Hopefully the story that they're building is around, X-Men and stuff. So that'd be pretty dope. Excited for that. And man, what else? We spoke a lot. What else we got? I don't know, man. I think I covered pretty much everything. We spoke about the aliens. We spoke about the terrorist attacks. We spoke about technology. We spoke about underwater UFOs. I spoke a lot. I spoke a lot about everything that's going on. And by the way, I messed it up. If you guys don't know, I am an artist. My name is Kable. I do music, you know what I'm saying? And I just dropped a video, a new single. It's called Malt Liquor, featuring Luca Labares. Shout out to her. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to Jay Nicole for always being on point with the film, with the cinematography. And I'm gonna be doing a new project, a new album that I'm working on. It's called The Black Box Part 2, because I already made Part 1. It's right there. And this is it's gonna be a super dope project. I want to do a comic book for it, and just like it's the whole idea behind that project is gonna be I want to make a movie for basically like for the blind. You know what I mean? Like if you can't see, you can like I want this project to be visual. You know what I mean? Very cinematic, very visual. So like you could see, you know, you could see, you could hear. Like, you know, if you can't see, you could listen to it and imagine it. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Also, I am really busy. This year's gonna be a busy year for me. Not just because I'm working on the podcast, I'm working on my music. I'm also a film editor for a brand new company out here in Las Vegas called BB Films. Shout out to BB Films. And that's what my life. It's basically editing, music, Jessica, film, writing, lyrics. You know. So I'm really busy this year, and I'm very blessed and thankful that I'm finally able to, you know, do one of the things that I love, which is creating, and editing is a part of it. So there's a lot coming out, you know, that you guys are gonna see soon. New videos, new music, and all that stuff. But hey, listen, I've been rambling for like 30 minutes now. So yo, I just want to thank you guys, honestly, for listening, tuning in. And if you're brand new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button with the notifications and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to drop an episode at least once a month, you know what I mean? Because of everything else that I'm doing, you see? So yeah, you know, I just want to thank you guys, and put God first. Don't be afraid of this weird future that we're approaching. Just make sure you got God in your heart. He got us. He got our back, no matter what. You know, just because the outer world is going through craziness, that doesn't mean that God don't got your back. You know, as long as you got Him in your heart, everything will be okay. Trust and believe that. And much success to everyone this year. I really hope everybody accomplishes whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish in their life. I hope much love, peace, wealth, health, and everything else for you guys, man. This is your boy Kable signing off. New episode of Thinking Out Loud, Season 2. This is Episode 1 of Season 2. Much blessings and peace.